welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh, and this is Josh.
Hi.
And today we're gonna do some comparison. We have the Phoenix version 3
Yes.
on our computer, right here, the official Flight Test computer. They don't make them in stores just yet, but you'll see.
Coming.
We have it loaded on here, and we have set up with a Super Cub
Yes,
LP.
Super Cub LP.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what liquid petroleum powered?
It stands for Let's Play.
Let's play. Or LiPo.
Yeah, LiPo. There we go.
I like LiPo better.
Because that's what kind of batteries it uses, right?
Exactly.
We figured it out.
Amazing trainer. And
Brain
honestly, with the anti-crash technology and everything, you really can go out and teach yourself to fly on this one. But the nice thing about a simulator is
it's not real life.
Not real life. You crash it, you don't have to go to the hobby store.
Or the hospital.
You can go to and buy new parts for this, but you don't have to. You just reset it and you do it again.
Life's easy.
Life is easy.
In this world.
But there is some key differences too.
Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly the Super Cub on the Phoenix, and then we're gonna take the real thing outside and see how it compares.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're gonna do. And our goal is gonna be to have you fly a pattern off a runway, landed on a runway, and then to go outside to our gravel runway and have you do the same thing.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Now, before we start here, there's a couple really great things about the Phoenix I wanted to talk to you all about. There's three main points. You get an actual DSMX controller that you can take and bind to a bind and fly plane. So you go ahead and get the Phoenix. You can go out and buy the bind and fly Cub, which is this is. Bind it. All you simply have to do to go to the field is unplug it.
Wow.
And you're ready to go.
So it comes with it?
It comes with it. It's a real legitimate, it used to be DSM2, now it's a DSMX transmitter, which is a big, big plus. So say you have a budget and you want to get your controller, you want to get a bind and fly airplane, you can get the simulator and the controller, bind it to an airplane, you have everything you need.
Really?
Yep.
You can use this for the actual plane as well?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Wow.
DSM2 or DSMX compatible. All right.
That's like taking the steering wheel out of your mom's Escalade and using it to play Mario Kart. It's pretty cool.
I think he knows by experience too.
Anyway,
all right.
Try this?
You want to fly the pattern?
Okay.
Now we're gonna have Josh fly the pattern, but there's a couple key things with flying a pattern that I want you guys to always keep in mind when you do it. A pattern consists of taking the airplane off into the wind, taking a either 90 right, 90 left, depending on where you are oriented to the runway, and then flying crosswind away from you, then flying downwind, and at that point you're gonna actually want to decrease your throttle and go from climbing to sinking, but you're going to want to set up your things like your glide slope, get the speed for landing and everything worked out. Once you get down closer to the end of the runway, I usually pick about a 45-degree angle from where you want to touch down.
Okay.
That's when you throttle back almost all the way. Just enough power to keep it from stalling and start your descent even more aggressively.
Okay.
Once you get almost over the runway, you start your last turn, and that's into the wind again. And that's where you're going to start working on keeping your wings level. Now, most people when they're flying are gonna, when they turn into the wind, they're gonna be flying towards them. So to keep in mind, your controls are gonna be backwards on your rudder and aileron.
Right.
Okay, so you always want to push it towards the low wing to keep
that table level.
Keep the table level, exactly. All right, Josh, let's see what you can do, man.
All right, let's go.
Now, one of the most important things is when you do take off into the wind, concentrate on just getting altitude and keep it tracking straight. Don't worry about your turns until you get a comfortable distance up. Now, once you turn from your base leg to your final, you're going to be back into the wind again, and the main focus then is just picking the spot on the runway where you want to land, keeping your wings level, always propping up that table, and concentrate on not stalling out. Once you get close to the runway, what you want to do is just slowly bleed off the lift until finally all the lift is expelled and the plane will set gently down. Now, if you do it too high, you're going to stall and hit the ground. If you do it too low, you're going to ricochet. If you do ricochet and hit the ground with still some airspeed and it pops up, don't push the nose down. Relax on the back pressure. It'll follow a nice arc and then try your flare again. Oftentimes what people do is when they hit and bounce up in the air, which everyone will do, they'll immediately try to force it down, and that just spikes it, and that's not a good thing. So if it hits, comes back up, relax your pressure, and then try it again. Very good. Now fly over the runway. Once you're over the runway, now perfect. Turn into the wind there. Now you're off the throttle, which is great. Just concentrate on keeping those wings level, and right before you're about to touch, just gentle back pressure. Perfect. Hey, you did it perfect,
nice.
Man. Nice. Even when it bounced up in the air, you neutralize your throws rather than trying to push it down. That's okay.
And then touch again.
You landed great 2 times.
Thank you.
And I do that a lot too. So that was perfect. Do you think you could do it outside?
Yeah, let's try it.
Awesome. Now, friends,
we'll see.
There's a couple key differences between simulators and outside in real life.
It's windy outside.
One thing is if you crash in real life, you got to go to the hobby store and buy parts to fix it.
Yeah.
But this is a very, very resilient airplane, which is a good thing. But also things like wind gusts and everything, although those simulate on simulators, you can never tell. It's so sporadic, especially where we are with the changes in elevation.
On top of a hill.
On top of a hill.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the only way you're going to find it. But there are some tricks that we can show you outside to help you deal with those.
Okay.
So you want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, why don't you unplug and we'll go outside.
Let's go.
I'll grab the plane.
All right. All right, got some wind.
We always have wind, don't we?
It seems like it.
Well, today it's time to put Josh's skills he learned from the simulator to the test.
Okay.
Now, there are some differences here. When you get out in the real world, away from a simulator, you do know the basics of controlling, but obviously wind, the way you're flying, it's all going to be different.
It's going to change up.
But in this application, we're going to be taking off into the wind, but it is considerably windier than it was even programmed on your simulator.
Yeah.
Key things for you guys out there. Number one, if you're just getting into training, don't fly on a windy day. Wait till the calmest possible day. Get everything in your favor before trying to fly an airplane. This does good in the wind, but it does even better in a calm day. And it's better if you just take your time and do it right. That way you don't have to go to the hobby store and buy more parts needed. Now, we're gonna put it down here, and always make sure you check your controls, especially when you unplug it. Always make sure that your controls are the proper, not reversed in any way. Up, down, left, right, all correct. So it's really important. Now, Josh, since it's windy, what's going to happen is the more the airflow that goes over, especially with a flat bottom airfoil, the more the plane's going to want to pitch up.
Okay.
So once you add throttle, the plane's going to pitch up. You do not want to pull back really quick, okay? You want to be really careful about that, but slowly add throttle, get it airborne, and get your altitude up. Then as you start, with all the wind coming this way, make your downwind a lot shorter. Okay, because the reason being is when you turn to your base leg, it's going
Wind is still going to be pushing.
It's going to keep pushing you away, and you're going to be fighting yourself from way far back.
All right.
Once you get it towards you, back off on the throttle. Don't pitch up because the wind's going to constantly want to pull you back up, and bring it down for gentle landing.
All right, ready?
Ready. Nice. Now Josh is keeping the nose down, keeping it level. Now he's going to turn his from base leg downwind to base leg rather soon because all that wind's going to be carrying him far away. Yep, keep on pushing it back towards you. Now go ahead and fly it towards us.
The wind.
Just go for altitude. There you go. Very cool. Now as he's flying towards us, he's just going to concentrate on pushing the stick towards the low wing. The most important thing is he keeps it coming here. Now if he pulls back on the stick, which he doesn't want to do, what's going to happen is the plane's going to balloon up, lose speed, and blow away from us, and we don't want that. So also when you're going into the wind, the controls, the up, down, left, right is much more sensitive, but you do need that extra control input to give yourself the ability to battle corrections and everything. You're doing great. Now Josh, go and back off on the throttle. Okay. Beautiful. Now start. Ooh, nice. That's pretty darn good, man.
Sit down. Sit. That's all right.
That was good.
You made it. Yeah.
That's quite a challenge.
I feel like there's just a pocket of air right there at the runway that's saying no, but I said
like it's two magnets at the wrong ends, like opposing each other.
And everybody in that plane, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
They're wearing their seatbelts. They're okay. But as far as comparison, it flies really similar to the simulator for sure. The thing that's not similar is the wind.
The wind.
Yeah, predict the wind.
You can have gusts on the simulator, but there's no way of learning to fly on the wind until you actually start doing it.
As Outcast would say, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Miss Jackson.
That's deep stuff. I don't know that song.
I figured.
But that's okay. That's okay. I do know the fact that the Cub LP is an amazing plane on the simulator and both in real life. Now, guys, just like I said, when you're learning to fly, this is an amazing trainer, has the anti-crash technology. And speaking of crashes, we have crashed this thing a lot. Now, it's a windy day. Josh is taking a couple rounds with this here. It's bit the dirt a couple times. It's actually bounced like a bouncing ball one time. And you can see that we've put our fair share of damage here. You got a broken cowling, missing wheel flaring, and the wingtip.
We put some love into it.
We did. We put some character into it, you know, and that's a good thing. But say you want to make it look like new again.
I want to make it look like new again.
Well, your local hobby shop will have all the parts you need to make that right.
Yeah.
So, and they're well priced, they're readily available, and so you can have a rough day learning to fly, and then when you get it down pat and you want to make things look like new again, go to your hobby shop, pick up a new wing, cowling, and flaring landing gear kit. You're good to go.
Sounds good.
Or you guys can even go to horizonhobby.com and order the parts online.
Sounds good.
Pretty good stuff, huh?
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Horizon Hobby for sponsoring this episode. And make sure you guys go to the forum, flitetest.com. Let us know what you think.
Yes.
And subscribe to the show, too.
I got another battery charge. I think you want to fly some more than one, don't you?
I do want to fly some more.
Let's do it.
All right.
Take care.
See you later.